Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be the launch of the Hermes HLV model rocket kit by Apogee Components. As you can just see, this is a very unique looking model rocket kit, very amazing looking finished product. I have a video uploaded on my channel that's kind of like a review of this kit. So be sure to check that out if you're more interested in like the build and the components that make up this kit. And one really interesting thing about this kit is that it comes with a very unique feature in that it has parallel staging, right? Most rockets that have staging, it's the serial staging where it's like you got a stage that pops off and starts another one. But these are really unique because it has these booster pods that actually drop off. So you put in like smaller motors than like the center one, then they drop, and then they go off, they shoot off their ejection, and then these pods actually fall off the side. So it's not like cluster staging where they stay on the whole time, but like these literally fall off, and the middle one keeps going. Now that's really mostly just like for show. Like it's not really optimal at the scale of like model rocketry. There's no real reason to do it, other than it looks freaking cool, which is really what model rocketry is all about, in my opinion. I mean, if you're going for like competition or like really like streamlined, perfect kits, then or like maximum altitude, then you do a minimum diameter multi-stage. But if you want a cool looking launch, this is the way to go. Unfortunately, though, you got this right, and I'm still figuring out how I'm supposed to actually ignite all four of these motors at the same time, because as you can see, they are fairly substantially spaced from each other. And so the Pro Series Estes launch controller only has like 2 sets of clamps that will allow it to ignite. So you can like, if they're close enough together, right? If you have a cluster that's close enough together, then you can like twist the igniters, the motor igniters together, like the wires together, and then kind of launch them all at once. But this is too big of a gap, so I'm working on figuring out a way to do it. But for now, I still wanted to launch this kit as it was. And with the boosters off, it kind of looks a little bit dumb. So I decided I would put some masking or a bunch of clear tape around these nose cones. So these are all locked on tight. I just said that as I just pulled it off. These are locked on fairly tight. I'm not gonna have any motor in them. So the intent is that these guys will just stay to the side of the rocket the whole time, and I'll just have one motor in the center. And this is gonna be a D12-3 motor, which 3 is a fairly short ejection charge. If you're on the box, it recommends that if you're going to not do the boosters and you're going to launch it on a D motor, at least do a D12-5, 5-second delay. But since we're adding all these boosters, I think it will work with a D12-3. So I hope, this doesn't catastrophically fail and I lose this awesome kit. But, you've not, and it's still a pretty cool launch. So, without further ado, let's get on with this launch.
3, 2, 1. Okay. That's weird. Launching in 3, 2, 1.
What happened?
Well,
It blew up on the pad almost.
you guys just witnessed my first ever Cato on a model rocket launch, which was kind of crazy to see. I was hoping for this video to be like a follow-up to the review on this Hermes HLV, um, but obviously that didn't go according to plan. If you actually watch the slow-mo and stuff, you can actually see that it did fly up right for about half a second before it decided that it wanted to disassemble itself at the pad. Um, but that's fine. I mean, it's you know what, the kit held up very well. I'll give them that. Yeah, I'm not really sure what could have caused the explosion. This definitely wasn't an issue of the kit. Of course, it was definitely more of a issue of the motor we have here. A D12. Okay, focus please. This is not the one. There we go. D12-3 Estes motor. Um, Obviously, I wasn't really flying it or like launching this rocket exactly as it's intended. If you're gonna launch, they say that if you're gonna launch it with one motor, then just don't have the boosters on there. But I was like, I secured all the boosters. There's a bunch of clear tape on here, so these nose cones shouldn't come off. They should stay on just fine. And I think with a successful like regular flight, like it's definitely not what caused the Cato. It's more of a motor issue. And I think on a successful flight, it would have been fine. It would have been cooler looking than just having like one stage go up. But some damage review, like all these guys held up just fine. This one just, I took it off. You see this one stayed on just fine. The only damage to the booster was this one booster. It, goodness, came off at where the paint was. You can see there's some body tube. I wish this would focus. Oh my goodness. Okay, at where the body tube is attached, but that's a very easy fix. I mean, it's just one part that came off. The major damage was dealt right here to the body, to the motor mount down here. Kind of got pushed in. It's a little bit damaged in there, as you can see. If you actually watch the video again in slow-mo, it kind of, if you look really closely, you can see it kind of jettisons the entire motor during the Cato, which was kind of interesting to see. So it definitely like shot out more that direction, and it shot out the motor. I think it's because the rings are stronger than this hook, so it must have just pushed the hook out of the way. You can see kind of, yeah, it did like damage the ring, so I think it just pushed the hook out the way, launched the entire motor out. It did do some pretty decent damage to the inside of the body too, but it's nothing you can't fix. I mean, it held up pretty well. This parachute, this new parachute that I spent $10 on, $20 on, I don't know. It has seen better days. I mean, these shroud lines are singed. There's definitely some holes in the parachute. Could you hypothetically use it again? I mean, yeah, there'd be holes in a parachute. I wouldn't, skydive with it, but for a model rocket, I'll make it come down faster. So it is what it is. I mean, I put more than enough wadding to protect it, again, with a normal launch, but again, with a Cato, and it's expelling all the fuel in like a fraction of a second, then yeah, that's no wadding, so we're going to protect the parachute. But there we go. That's my first ever Cato. I think I'm going to try to repair this kit, and then eventually at some point I will try to launch it with all the boosters. I mean, this is really minute damage, definitely easy to repair. For now, it also failed to ignite, which I think that might be user error, but it's okay. We decided not to launch the other D12-3 that came in the same pack. It was going to be launched on the Snarky, which is another rocket I reviewed pretty recently. But, I haven't dropped these motors. I just opened them up, so it shouldn't be moisture or anything. I think it might just be a bad batch. So I'm going to just dispose of this motor, so I don't really feel comfortable launching it and, blowing up another rocket. And if you don't know how you dispose model rockets, rocket motors, if they're by Estes, they're black powder. You just put them in water, and they will slowly dissolve. And then the water that comes out, all the black powder that comes out, I mean, it's all good for your plants. You can use it as fertilizer. So, it's pretty simple. The Aerotech motors, that's another story. Actually, I will also show you guys what happened to the launch pad. Really, this was the first launch on this launch pad, really baptized it in the flame, I would say. I mean, like, the ground under it was completely singed and charred.
Seems like it's tipped off the chute charge, right?
You can see it got like through the plate or something. Here's the plate. This is the side. You can literally see it like pushed out a dent into the plate. Look at it, the right angle. There you go. You see that dent right there. So that's pretty funny. But I mean, besides just some charring, the thing didn't melt really much. it's held up well. So I will give the Portapad E a thumbs up. And I'll give this kit a thumbs up too, even though we didn't get to see it launch. So I will get it repaired, and at some point you guys will see it launch again. But yeah, that's the Hermes HLV Catoing, self-destructing, however you want to put it. Thank you guys for watching, and please stay tuned for more.